All right, and we are back. Whew! More Hearts of Iron here as Japan. We're contemplating moving against the Soviet Union. We don't have to declare right away. In fact, I'm going to want to move some more air units up here and get properly prepared for this one because we are going to want to have, well, very much like a lightning kind of war, right? Blitzkrieg kind of thing against the Soviets because we're going to have to move in hard and fast, especially through this terrain here. Very mountainous, very rough. Over here, very mountainous, very rough, very low infrastructure. We don't want to have a big slog over here if we can. We want to get to their heartland as rapidly as possible. But they are being distracted by the German Reich right now, which is really handy. France is finally going away. A stronger Axis benefits us greatly. And it looks like finally the Axis are getting their shit together. So that's good. Okay, so we're going to finish off Iran. And then we will set up a front over here, that's a for sure. Meanwhile, this has finally basically resolved itself. These dudes over here, Fuchsia Group. I don't really know if we really need literally everything over here. I'm going to go and have them join up with, well, other purple group over here, which is now overstrength, but that's okay. Because then what I'm going to do is finally give them a front line to push. There's no more bases, I think, to get over here, so mostly it's just push to the other side of the island. Oops, not front line, but offensive line. Something like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go detach the actual Marine divisions over here into a new group. Give them a commander. And these fellows are going to be told to start yet another invasion of Australia. And in fact, actually, I think I'm going to go for Sydney. Now, there's probably going to be some troops defending there. But I don't know. And I just got to check the number. Well, I guess I could have control-clicked, but yeah, they're actually assigned to it, which is nice. These dudes, like, I'm wondering, like, I don't know how much stuff is here in Australia. Like, maybe it's just so big. This is where we need our garrison units, actually. Once all these footholds are in here, we just need to storm in here with, like, 30 garrison divisions and just march across the desert. Boom, to take Australia. We'll land in Sydney. It's got the naval base. Then, obviously, actually, I guess what I'll do with this group is tell them, after, you're going to be making an offensive line. I want that victory point, too. Maybe I'll have you wait. I'll land you. And then maybe I'll just manually sort of push you out little bits at a time. Same thing here in Brisbane. So they've got a front line assigned. Actually, this is pretty safe. So I may as well go and say, hey, why don't you move the front line to something like that? Because that seems okay. I wonder if I can do a bit of an encirclement over here. Do that. That might work. Okay. Now, what I think I might do as well is I think I'm going to go and break up all of my air wings and rebuild them. Mostly with the idea of the Russian front. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to pull all these guys apart. Oops. There was still one more left. Who's that? Hey, Terja! Glad you did not do as suggested in your poll and play Sweden and try to take Norway. It would be embarrassing to lose so quickly. Oh! Scandinavia snap! I know how you guys are. It's like siblings who always argue. Alright. Now, the access, the amount of air bases here is a little low, but it sort of doesn't matter because the war is going to move so fast. Plus, like, look at this. Eastern Siberia is one air zone. What are we going to do with that? Oh, Soviet forces, they are looking to pull back. This is one area where there is potential to be some fight. So it would be nice to have a presence over here. So we can click on that air zone, find a nearby air base. Actually, the closest is 1600. So that's no good, actually. Same thing here. Closest airbase, 3,500 to East Russia. Central Steppes, 1,400. Great Steppes. Like, there's really very few. So we might want to go, like, the Caucasus as well. I mean, we really don't have anything yet. But once we take Iran, maybe. There's really nothing we can do against the Russian front. airplane-wise. Killed some convoys. Sniper GW with the resub. 44 months in a row? I don't think that's possible. That doesn't seem right. I think it's literally impossible, so I don't know what's going on there, but I know you've been around for a long time, Snipers. Thank you very much for that. And Donner Balkan, thank you very much for the resub as well. Check their military stats. It's a great question. So, they've got... let's ballpark they've got around 250 divisions versus our 250 divisions. Now, a lot of our divisions are garrisoned, but a lot of theirs are probably sort of weaker divisions. Obviously, they're also spread out a lot, which is nice. Can't you rush build some airports on the front line? Maybe, but I don't think it's worth it, is what I'm saying. Once we know there's going to be a front line, then everything might change. Then everything might change. I wonder... You're communist. If I declare, almost certainly you'll join the common term. So I'm trying to decide if I want to declare on those guys or not. More organization, and we can finally finish this. More recon company reconnaissance. Very nice. Let me check my infantry division. Yeah, infantry division's got all the things on there. Now, we do have some material banked, right? 14, almost 15k. And we've got manpower. Now, I don't think I'm going to embiggen that group at all. Our tank division's over here. Yeah, they're not real tank divisions. But I currently am not producing a lot of tanks either. Because that was just not part of my war plan. It doesn't give me a deficit right now. I think mostly because of upgrades. I might be wrong, though. No, you reuse reinforcements. Let's kick that up a notch. But yeah, we can't really invest in more of that. Well, let's keep going as is. Belgium has joined against us. Belgium has joined against us! No! Oh, well. What battle forces? We do have 17 divisions assigned here. You know what? I'm going to fabricate another goal over here. I don't really care what our thing is. You. Because if we declare on them, again, the Soviets will join in. But that's okay. Central Asia... We do have airports in here, though. So that'll help, because they actually have some troops properly on the border and everything. So we can fit 800 planes in here. So let's fit in like 600 fighters. And 200 close air support. Or, yeah. I think I actually like this idea. You guys are going to move up there. And I'll tell you to be active. Just so I don't have to forget to do that when the war starts. Lost some convoys. Okay, that's a justification against the Soviet Union over here. But yeah, I think I would like to justify here, declare here. Most likely the Soviets will jump in at that point. I would still like to finish this first. So we're not, you know, sort of splitting up our front. Too much, but also it gives me a couple of different ways to push. In particular, people have pointed out that over here is a lot of Soviet oil. Now again, in Hearts of Iron 4, denying them their oil doesn't prevent them from fielding their planes or their ships, not that they really have a navy, but it does prevent them from building new ones continuously. So grabbing that early can cripple their ability to continuously reinforce their stuff. There's this Iranian front, though. Jesus. Alright, pushing in there. Good. Okay, so we're still moving well. Let's just slow up here. Lots of mountain fighting still. Or coming around the south. Another justification coming in. And you guys are not actually moving in there. Oh, but you only have 2 divisions actually assigned to that group. So let me grab you guys and actually encourage you. So now we have 7 divisions in that particular war plan. Because then they can go and rejoin the other group afterwards. You are going to defend there. Excellent. And we are pushing forward. It'd be nice to get a cutoff here, but... That's a lot of divisions sitting in one province. Can't believe how many troops freaking Iran had. 9 divisions. Great. I will get these extra divisions. And make sure to take care of those guys as quickly as possible. Lovely. Thanks. How we doing? Arabia and Africa. Well, yeah, there's certainly ideas. And meanwhile, oh, the Aussies might actually be pushing back. You guys, oh, you never actually got your war plan turned on, or oh no, you're still waiting for your ships. Okay, that's fine. If we could seize an airbase over here, that probably would be quite handy. Where are the airbases over here? See, when you're in air mode, I really want the airbases to like really, really pop, because they don't. Like, there's no, that's a naval base. This is the whole Malta problem all over again. Are there no air bases in Australia? That doesn't sound right. There must be. Mustn't there be? See, because an airplane over here, although if you zoom out too far, then they just disappear. So, okay, this is the easiest way to see the planes. 1, 2. No. I mean, I guess I could put a wing over here, though, assuming you can reach the Australia zone. And you can't. 2,500 is the closest. We might be able to do tactical bombers over there, but I still have, like, the crap-ass interwar bombers. These are the new naval bombers. I want to get them working on right away. Oh, yeah, that's the naval, the carrier version of the naval bombers. So we absolutely need to get them up and running. Fighter 2, yeah. Close air support. We still only have level 1 close air support, right? Yeah, we do. Carrier naval bombers. So I want level 2 carrier naval bombers and at 63 experience. I think they don't really need range for this. I think just more attack. Oh, your reliability tanks. There we go. Carrier naval bomber 2. Good. And you have nothing assigned to you. Do we have anything that's actually filled and I could come back on? Maybe support equipment? I'm going to keep slowly making the motorized. Just one. Keep up that efficiency, and we need some from time to time. Alright, good enough. Research. Air doctrines? Yeah. Low manpower. We still have 1 million. And we are still actually on our limited construction rules, so we should really go and pump that up. It hasn't hurt us so far. I'm going to go for extensive conscription. It has no penalties whatsoever, but it does give us, well, extra training time, but who cares about that? But it does double our manpower pool. There we go. Almost 3 million now. Are we being pushed back here? Okay, actually, Australia showed up with a shit ton of stuff, suddenly. I'm quite surprised. Meanwhile, did we not have another naval invasion going on somewhere? Right, you are going there, and you're still prepping. This naval group, which isn't particularly accurate anymore. Alright, I think the garrisons are going to be able to take the rest of this. And even if they're not going to get pushed back. And we have all the bases, which is the only thing that matters up here. So I'm going to take all y'all. And get you to join over there. Because then you can also help push downwards. Okay, so again, we're still waiting for the Iranian war to finish before we move on the Soviets, even though it will give them a chance to redeploy defenses, which is exactly what's going now. Alright, having denied the British a lot of stuff over here. This whole group here, I don't feel the need to defend this border the same way, because there are no ports, I think, that can reach very easily. So you guys are going to get a new army. You're going to be part of, I'm going to call this the Iranian front. You're going to get some sort of leader. You're going to have a front line here against the Soviet Union. Ew, that's an ugly front line. And then we'll give them some of the Iranian forces afterwards. Actually, maybe we'll stop them from executing, but we'll still get them to move over there. What? I'm not saying I'm at war with the Soviet Union. No, no. No, 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 I'm not. I have a claim, but no war. Otherwise, my troops would all be advancing everywhere. That's all. I think we have these little marine invasion groups that are still just kicking around and getting ready for things. Or you finished that. Good. What are we going to do with you now? I should probably take some of this UK territory. They can just retake it pretty easily. I'm wondering if I just put a garrison unit on there. And then what? Let's go in over here. That's this group that I've got selected? Yeah. And you guys over here are still prepping? Or, oh, you might not have had sufficient intel. Well, the Red Sea should be fine. You'll have the intel. But down here, you're right. We don't have anyone in the South Indian Ocean. I'm going to create a new fleet with a handful of destroyers. Yeah, well, one heavy cruiser. Where's my destroyers? There we are. And this fleet is going to be put on patrol duty. Here. And I guess just there. Do leaders gain traits? Yes, they do. Did the USSR send volunteers to Iran? Ah! Yeah, I think they did. Expeditionary forces. No, to Tuna. Offensive war. More goals. Expeditionary forces to Tuna. Oh, you're in the Allies. Wait, who's... Soviet Union is there. I don't think they're fighting, though. Well, whatever. Check USA fashion, that's a good point. Also, Siam. Let's get the coup going in Siam. US. It'll take a while, but we may as well keep doing that. We've got the points for it right now. Did we catch an airport over here yet? No. Still have ass for airports. So different from fighting Western Europe, where you've got an airport around every single corner. Why don't you go and just polish that off real quick? Thanks. Doing good here. Still some pressure there, although we shouldn't actually lose our holding. And you are slowly moving down over here. And we're going to be dropping some troops to reinforce as well. Excellent. Naval battles. Good stuff. Good counterattack, but... Okay, did we capture this airport? Yes, we did. Nice. Can only fit a couple hundred planes, but that's all we're looking for right now. Give me, I guess fighter ones. You know what? That's still going to be enough to get some air superiority bonus, though. That's good. So, air wings with no air missions. I'm going to make sure to tell you to go over there. Anyone else with no air missions? Your job is to reach Australia. And give me some close air support. There we go. At least there's that pop-up. And as soon as we get it, again, it means they'll have arrived over here. We'll get our air superiority bonus. I mean, we're not getting close air support. Or whatever. Maybe I should reshuffle that. Just have to make sure not to lose this airport. Yeah, I should have done that. And then over here, I can't select it still. Because I want to turn the number down, because right now we get a penalty from having too many things here. There's also an airport here, which is going to help our push immensely. And yeah, I definitely want to finish the Iranian thing before we do anything over here, because it's going to be messed up. They are reinforcing, but they still don't have that much stuff. We still have overwhelming force over here. We have a surplus of oil. Oh yeah, we're still importing. Surplus of tungsten and rubber that we're still trading away. And we are going to be capturing some more oil over here. The other thing I want to check is... we probably don't need any more infrastructure in that province. Where's the planes? Because I want to trim that down to 100 so that we don't have weird things going on. Okay, well, we'll wait for the pop-up. How are we doing? It's going to be the largest front of all time. It is going to be a big front. No denying that. Meanwhile, over here, good. All right, Group Teal. You guys are all part of the battle plan. Yep. I think what I need to do here is actually embiggen this front a fair bit. Okay, I might cancel your orders because things are being a little bit weird. Thank you. Front line, here. And then offensive line. Too hard to hold if it's too wide, but I think we can probably do something like that. And go to town, buddy. Meanwhile, ooh, it's tough landing over here. You have our 7 divisions coming in. What is this? Ah, level 2 CAS. Excellent. I don't need the ship version of that either. So our planes are good again. That doctrine is fine. That doctrine's been worked on. We are going to get better ground weapons. So we're a little bit delayed there. And we've got an air wing with no missions. First of all, I want to change you to have a limit of 100, please. Thank you. And you are going to provide air superiority over Iran. Thank you kindly, which is going to give us a good bonus to this fighting. And yeah, having this airbase here is going to mean this push is going to be quite good. Need tanks or tank destroyers or anti-tank against the USSR? Well, my infantry divisions, it's an excellent point. My infantry divisions do have the support anti-tank. Now, do we have any of it banked? No, we're short. And you're probably right. The anti-air is filled, so let me go and get more production of the towed anti-tank. And I might want to add proper battalions of anti-tank at some point, but right now we don't have the resources. We're still producing the level 2 equipment over here, which is all good and fine. Our planes aren't really being produced. We need a lot of stuff. Jante, thank you very much for the resub. And Marimers as well. Oh, yeah, war production. That's probably true. We have war economy. We could go to total mobilization. Actually reduces our recruitable population by 3%. Which is interesting. We convert civilian factories to military. I don't know if I want to do that. We'll use 5% fewer consumer goods. And have fewer people to recruit. And then we can build military factories faster, and maybe we need to do some of that. Alright, let's do it. Improved infantry equipment, great. And we're in cusp. I'm going to start researching Weapons 3. It's ahead of time right now, but the sooner we can get that, the better. Let's take a look at our construction queues over here. There's a lot of repair jobs still in here, some amount of infrastructure still in here. But I will queue up some military factory jobs. Now, we don't have much in the way of anti-air. I mean, there's a lot of things we don't have. Yeah, so I'm just going to bulk create a bunch of these, and hopefully they will come in at some point. Do it, don't do it. Excellent. Yeah, less manpower is you, but we still have a good amount of manpower. And we're not on the most aggressive manpower laws. Could go service by requirement, although that does drop factory output. That's more of a late game thing. And there we go. Get the close air support in there. And we got another airport. How big is this one? 1,000. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. And I'll start by deploying the fighter ones. Even though it's not the best type of fighters that we've got, but what can you do? And then the close air support. Set to something like 400. Excellent. Okay, how's our oil situation? Nice surplus. We can kill all our imports, get some more factories cleared up, because we're still running a surplus of oil now. Wonderful. This is I think our biggest name is right over here. Yep. Iran has capitulated. Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to grab a handful of you guys. Add you over there. And then you guys are going to have that front line. And you will attempt to cross the mountains over here. With no Alpine forces. Because, of course, why would I have Alpine forces? And go there. These are really thin front lines. And this place here is actually not going to have any air support. Which is really pretty crummy. Can this base really not reach there? Anyway, I'm just going to clear those out. Oh, well, actually, you know what? We can have a defensive air wing here, actually. Kind of like that. Keep a defensive air wing flying over Iran. This is going to be crazy. Oh, you're right. Don't forget Kuwait. You're absolutely right. Oh, I can't reach there. Oh, yeah. How about these Marines? You haven't gone yet. Okay. Well, we'll see if we can't clean them up after. Airbase expansion. Okay. It's all pretty equal.